welcome back to another episode of What the Fuck Are the Planets Doing Today? I'm your host, Brooke, and let's dive into the chart, shall we? So the sun is now at 15 degrees of Leo. Mars is now at 0 degrees of Libra, and as you can see, that opposition is becoming a little bit more exact, okay? In a trine with Pluto, in a trine with Uranus. They're both in a sextile with Neptune. So there's a lot of curveballs that's being thrown at us. There's also a lot of karma that's being dealt too, okay? There's a lot of towers that's taking place, specifically with Pluto, okay? Towers are redirection. Towers are there to help us get back on track. That's Pluto's whole role, is to bring the tower for redirection, okay? Pluto's there to keep us on track with where we're meant to be going. Mercury is at 5 degrees retrograde of Leo, working into that exact opposition with Pluto. And of course, if you guys saw my message last night with the birds, do a gut check, okay? There could be some things that are brought up as far as traveling. So pray, call in divine protection, all the good things, okay? Jupiter is now at 13 degrees and is within a 5-degree orb of trining the North Node. So there's going to be fated things that happen when the nodes are activated. This is where fate comes in. This is where destiny comes in, okay? Fated things are going to be happening. And I do want to note that Venus is now at 8 degrees of Cancer. So we're within a 5-degree orb of that conjunction. And the day after Mercury stations will be when they conjunct. So next week, guys. Okay. Now, the moon is at 22 degrees of Capricorn and will be working into its conjunction with Pluto right before we have the Aquarius full moon. Okay, and that's going to be Saturday, and that's going to happen early Saturday morning at 3:54 a.m. and it's going to be at 16 degrees of Aquarius. So you're going to want to look in your chart to see where that's going to be affecting you, to see what area that you're going to need to focus on. Now, because the nodes are at that infamous degree, okay, and the moon is going to be conjuncting Pluto, as you all may have noticed, that there's been a lot of people, okay? We could see more of this while the nodes stay at that infamous degree. Now, the best way to work with this energy, guys, just remember it's not happening to me, it's happening for me, okay? These are extremely fated times. And I do want to note that the sun is squaring Poseidon. So keep an eye on the water. Okay, whether it be flooding, whether it be ships, all right? Again, is in an exact opposition with Pallas. Pallas is also squaring Poseidon, okay? This is a fixed T-square. So, there could be a lot coming up to the surface as far as feminine wounds, mother wounds. There could be a lot coming up to the surface as far as your emotions, what's working, what's not working, where are you too fixed, okay, because this is a fixed T-square. Fixed sign, fixed sign, fixed sign. Where do you might need to be a little bit more flexible in, you know, your life, your healing journey? Where do you need to have a little bit more grace? All right. So let's see. can you give me one card for the energy for today? And I do want to note Chiron. Faded times. Judgment. Yup. Yup. Okay, Chiron is in a square with White Moon Selena. So, okay, there could be something from the past that you're holding on to. And it could be connected to children. It could be connected to an apology, okay? And this is blocking your heart chakra. I have been doing a lot of work on the heart chakra since we've had Mercury retrograde, bringing forgiveness in, okay? Literally bringing forgiveness in and realizing that forgiveness does not mean that what they did was okay. Forgiveness does not mean that you cut them slack for what they did, but forgiveness is more for yourself, okay? And what I mean by that is forgiving yourself for maybe holding on too long, forgiving yourself for not moving forward sooner, forgiving yourself for not accepting, okay? And you don't actually have to forgive the other person to have forgiveness. You have to forgive you. Okay, you've done the work. It is time to move forward. And there could be some communication coming in, specifically with this Mercury retrograde. Okay, about things being balanced. And just remember to walk away from anything that is not serving you. If it is not for your greatest good and your highest joy, let it go, let it flow, right? Keep an eye on your thoughts, keep an eye on your emotions. We are manifesting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with the words that we speak, the things that we believe, and the things that we create, okay? Now, this area, since we are in Leo season, is going to be highlighted big time, okay? There's been a lot of victories for humanity, specifically with what is working as far as our health. What's working, what's not working. And I've said this for, I don't know, the last 8 to 9 months. Is it truly humane to make money off of people? And this is being brought to light. This is being shown within our corporate structures, okay? We're seeing all of this. And the thing is we have to hold space. There's many of us that have known these things for many, many, many years. So we have to be able to hold space in order for others to be able to digest the information easy, okay? It would be best not to lean into the I told you so. However, hold space, have compassion, okay? A lot of people are hearing these things for the first time. So, remember grace. Remember how you felt when you first discovered a lot of these things, all right? I love you guys. I do want to add that I will be holding my Capricorn, because we're in the Capricorn moon right now, my Aquarius full moon healing circle on Saturday. I would love to see you there. You can find the link to join in my events tab. And I hope you all have an amazing Thursday. Spend some time writing your intentions. And happy 8/8 day. I'm not one that really dives into the Lion's Gate specifically, since it's happening right on a full moon. So numerology, enjoy your 8/8 day and set some intentions. And I love you guys. And I'll be back tomorrow.